Hello and welcome back to the Wicket Train podcast. Today I'm here joined with Angus. How you doing?
Not bad yourself, Levi.
Yeah, doing good. A bit light on today, but we got a fair bit to cover because we haven't done one in a while. We got Ashes, the T20 series between Australia, South Africa, BBL Draft, new ODI team, and
a bit of Ricane Cornwall for your day.
A little bit more. So we'll kick started with team of the series. You want to take this one?
Yeah, I'm happy to. At the top of the order, we'll have Usman and Crawley opening up together. Obviously, leading run scorers for each of their side. Usman faced the most balls, and Zach Crawley probably only left about 2 the whole series, so can't go past them. At 3 and 5, Joe Root and Steve Smith. Whoever they can alternate between 3 and 4, or discuss that themselves. At 5, I have Travis Head for some part-time off-spin if you need it, which you probably don't really need. At 6, I have Ben Stokes as my captain. Batted really well throughout the series, put his team on his back at times. At 7, I'll take Carey in the field for his wicket keeping. But when we go back into bat, I'll take Bairstow for his batting. Carey really wasn't up to the batting standards. He batted all right a couple of times, but Bairstow batted much better, I guess. At number 8, I'll take Moeen Ali as my spinner. Number 9, I have Chris Wokes, who can also hold a stick for himself. He took the equal most amount of wickets with Mitchell Starc, Starkey's coming in at 10 for me. And to round us off, I have Stuart Broad at number 11. Last game of his career, last Ashes series, bowled really well. And then at 12th man, I have Mitch Marsh as an all-rounder.
I've gone a bit different with my team. I've gone no spin. I don't think any spinner was really showing enough to make this team. I'll start off though, Crawley and Khawaja, first 2 openers for both teams.
Yep.
Duckett a little bit off to make it the team, but
Warner as well. He had a couple of right innings, but not enough.
Warner did enough to keep his spot in the team for the series. But at 3, going Root, love him. He's found a new self with Baz Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Smith, as good as ever. 4, Brook at 5, Stokes at 6, Carey at 7 as a keeper. Marsh probably a little bit low, but he's going to be batting 8 and bowling a fair bit more. Then my 3 quicks, I'm going Wood, Cummins as a captain, and Broad. And to close it out, my probably favourite England player at the moment, Jimmy Anderson at 12.
Yeah, solid. Bit England bias there, mate, but
I'm the most pond-loving Australian you'll see. Love him. KP, tops it off.
I'm surprised Mitchell Starc didn't make your team. Yes, it was expensive, but
I just think that was a bit more to offer. I'm taking Wood, pace, like that. He was quick. Broad, probably one of the better bowlers going around.
Yeah.
Cummins, I'm taking Cummins over Starc most days.
I don't know. I reckon Cummins he wasn't at his best this Ashes series, so that's why I took Starc.
Yeah, I'd probably lean towards Cummins, and then my 4th bowler being Marsh. It was brilliant when he played.
Oh, yeah, 100 and bowled 3 overs, 1 for 9.
Yeah, and we'll find some overs out of spin with Smith and Root for my team, so make that work. And so I think I've got enough batting power on my side to
Yeah, no, definitely.
put it on. But the SA against Australia,
T20, Mitch Marsh.
Mitch Marsh dominated that.
Dominates. Captain Marsh, leading run scorer of the series, 186 runs. Travis Head second with 115. They just couldn't stop Marsh to the last game. They got him out, but all up he got out once. Player of the series as well, 186 runs with an average of 186. I reckon he capped them well, Obviously, new debutants coming into the side, Tanveer Sanger, Aaron Hardy, Matt Short, and Spencer Johnson. Anyone underperform for you or up to standards? Or
I reckon Australia cricket's going in the right direction if we're having Marsh dominate, Head doing what he needs to. Alice bowling well, Abbott's bowling well, he had 8. Sanger had 5 in 2 games, I think.
I think he took 4 from one of them.
Yeah, I think Australia cricket's on the right spot, picking younger plays with Short, who's dominated. Shield and the BBL. Spencer Johnson's just come on the scene and he's been
unreal.
Yeah,
I
quick.
see him replacing Mitchell Starc when Stark's time's done as that left arm quick.
Oh yeah, and then Hardy's been a good all rounder for WA.
Yeah.
So I think we're on the right spot. Looking at it, Abbott with 8 in 3 games, averaging 8 a wicket.
That's pretty good for T20 cricket as well.
I think Australia just overpowered
South Africa. I don't reckon their white ball cricket is up to the standards it needs to be at the minute. Like, they're going in the right direction, but they just they lack the skill, I reckon.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they can bounce back in the ODIs. Looking at the most recent stats, the last 5 ODIs South Africa have actually won, so it'll be interesting to see if we get it put to us.
Yeah. Our squad names, Cummins has been named as captain.
World Cup.
So for the World Cup, ODI World Cup, we've got Sean Abbott, Ashton Agar, Alex Carey, Pat Cummins as the captain, Cam Green, Josh Hazlewood, Travis Head, Josh Inglis, Mitch Marsh, Glenn Maxwell, Steve Smith, Mitchell Starc, Marcus Stoinis, David Warner and Adam Zampa. But I believe that Smith, Maxwell, Stark and, was it Cummins as well, are all in doubt.
They're out for the South African ODI. I think Australia's just trying to push them to get to World Cup. But yeah, look, I mean, Australia played really well. You can't really do much about it. And at the end of the day, South Africa is probably a little bit behind the pace with world cricket if you compare to New Zealand, England, Australia,
Pakistan.
India. Probably Pakistan a little bit there. Probably a little bit off the big four.
West Indies or a little bit off as well.
Yeah, West Indies are not there. But
So if Australia do lose Smith, Stark, Cummins, Maxwell, who do you reckon are the 4 to come in and replace them, if need be?
Smith, Stark,
Maxwell, Cummins.
Johnson, a spinning all-rounder.
Who was that?
Spencer Johnson.
Yep.
A spinning all-rounder, if you go Agar, I don't think you do. Or if you just go...
He's in the team. Or
Go
do you
Hardy, maybe?
Take Hardy, maybe, yeah. Cummins, you'd take...
Cummins, you just take it quick and you replace that with Alice and the bowlers you already got now.
Alice, yep. And then for Smith, you'd Marnus, or...
Yeah, I think Minus.
I think Marnus is in there.
He's out at the moment, so I think he gets a game.
Cummins out, Mitch Marsh, you'd expect to captain.
Yeah.
Can't go no wrong with Mitch Marsh.
He's looked good and he's in career best form at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
We just had to finish the New Zealand-England game, T20, I'm pretty sure. I'll just get this up quickly. Yep. T20, New Zealand won by 6 wickets. England chasing 175. Johnny Bairstow with a 73. Liam Livingstone with a 26. Sentner with 3 for. Sodhi with 2 for. And Glenn Phillips making 42 of 25.
Solid.
Mark Chapman, who I've never heard about, 40 not out of 25.
Oh, lovely. Another note, Rakeem Cornwell in the
CPL being up.
CPL, 100 off 54 balls, I believe, and idolise big Rakeem as a bigger fella.
Pretty sure that was he brought it up on his son's birthday.
He brought it up on his son's birthday, dedicated it to his sons. That's about it, I reckon. Moving on to the BBL Draft. Rashid Khan at number 1, going the strikers, I reckon. Do you reckon it's fair, or do you see anyone else getting picked above him?
Rashid Khan, I mean, to be fair, he came out and said the BBL's... Yeah, he boycotted the BBL, didn't want to come over because after Australia declined the Afghanistan tour. Gets picked first, not surprised the strikers.
Harry Brook at number 2.
Before we go on,
I reckon
I've got to get this off my head before we go on with the rest of the list. What are we doing with the draft? I don't get it.
I don't get why people are passing. Like,
I'm looking at it and going, good idea, poor execution, is what I'm saying. I go, you got 300 names to pick from, 32 picks,
and you're passing.
and I'm pretty sure 10 of the last 11 picks were pass, something like that. Like,
Yeah, that's from, yeah.
one, why is an option to pass if they go on to just sign players anyways? You look at last year, there was heaps of players, like Monroe didn't get picked up, got picked up halfway through the year. Andre Russell's only there for a handful of games, pretty sure. Like, why can players only get half picked up, and why do the big key players only stay for half the year? I get there's other tournaments, but if this is meant to be the key one in Australia, why is it only attracting people for 6 weeks when there's a 12-week season?
I just want to say as well, I reckon there's been a couple steals in the draft down the order. Like,
Crawley at 16.
Crawley at 16, and Jamie Overton, he's been picked at 10.
I
honestly don't reckon he's a top 15 player. Looking at the top 15, James Vince at 14, Billings at 15, Crawley at 16. Like, that's a steal, to be fair. Sydney Sixers at pick 30, picking up England's young leg spinner, Rehan Ahmed.
That's good.
I reckon, I hope to see him play a few games.
You look around him, like 27, 28, 29, pass, 31, pass, 32, pass, 23, 24, pass, 20, 21, pass. Like,
yeah, it's just not
19
worth
pass.
it. Like, you have 300 blokes and there's only 20 getting selected. That majority of them will probably leave, as he said.
The players you pick are going at half year. I'm sure there's, out of the 300, there has to be 100 that play for the full tournament. Minimum. Why are we picking the 12 big guns that are playing for 3 games? Because it doesn't actually do anything. They go, and then you're left to fill that void. You've got to pay another international player. You've got to pay more international players to cover the ones you just drafted.
Yeah, it's just not worth it, I reckon.
Just bizarre. Just bizarre. And as a Stars fan, I don't know why we didn't pick up Joe Clark again. That annoys me. I guess with Zampa and whatnot.
Zampa, yeah.
Jeez, the Renegades look good.
They do. I am a Renegades supporter, so I'm...
Siddle, Harper, not Harper, Zampa. Yeah. I know you managed to get Siddle when you left. Majee, Arabian, Clinton the Cock.
Yeah, we're looking good. Surely Renegades year this year.
Yeah, probably not. I didn't see Siddle leaving.
No, and I reckon he's only moved because he has moved back to the Victorian State team.
He's a bit of a hopper.
He is. He's a bit of a snake.
Here we go. Let's have a look at this. I've just found a winners and losers from Fox Cricket. Winners, Raheem Ahmed going to Sydney Sixers. Do we agree?
Well, at pick, what was it, 30?
Yeah.
That's solid.
Corey Anderson going to Hobart Hurricanes.
Is he that American guy?
I'm pretty sure. He played in the MCL, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who he is, but I don't know.
Zaman Khan going to the Sydney Thunder. Khan is a 22-year-old to make his Big Bash debut. He's a Pakistani quick.
Yeah.
Winner. They are rating Jamie Overton as a winner. Overton's not a gold player. I didn't watch any 100, but from my previous knowledge,
I didn't hear anything of him.
I've never heard it. Like, yeah, he's not that great. Losers, Shahid Khan. There's no place for the Pakistani spinner who was overlooked after being selected by the Hurricanes last year. Fair enough. Riley Rosari. There's one I thought was going to get picked up again. He probably will get picked up later in the year. I thought he was alright last year.
Who?
Riley Rosari from South Africa. Played for the Thunder last year. Guptill didn't get picked up.
Yeah, that's actually surprising. Martin Guptill didn't get picked up. Akil Hussain, I would have liked to see him again, but I believe he's got international duties.
That's what I heard with Clinton and Cock. He's got the international tour straight on with the BBL. So who sees what happens there?
Wasted a pick there.
Joe Clark was a big loser, they're saying. But again, Sam Harper took his position. You can't really do much about that.
You can't.
But yeah, Australia A playing at the moment.
Getting smashed by New Zealand, eh?
Oh, but Phillips made a few runs, 105.
Oh, look here.
Apart from that, no one else really did anything, which is disappointing to see because I was back in Bancroft a little bit, hoping he could find some form for another test. But
it is what it is, they say.
It'd be interesting to see. I mean, hold on, pull it up. We've got Bancroft 7, Caleb Jewell 4. McSweeney did all right, made a 56.
Oh, off how many?
104. Ben Dorsch just made a 50.
Oh, really? That's good.
Yeah, we can't
What
leave.
about our bowling?
We bowled them out for 277. They can't leave 2 for 122.
It's not the
So
worst.
bowling performances in the first innings go to Hatcher with 4 and Perry with 4. I reckon, yeah, Perry's don't know much about him, but he seems like a good little player. I think he'll be on his way. Hatcher, I'm going to be honest with you, don't rate him. Never rated him, but
Fair enough.
he annoyed me when he was playing for the Stars, so yeah. Don't like it very much, but
I believe that's all.
who
we
was
have.
Foxcroft? Hold on,
Never
I'm
mind.
sorry, but who was Caleb Jewell was caught by Foxcroft? I thought
Foxcroft.
Matty Kuhneman was bowled by Foxcroft.
Who is Foxcroft?
Dean Foxcroft. Okay,
Who's he? What's he bowl?
I don't know, but he bowled 1 over, went for wicket maiden. He's a right arm offie.
Yeah, right.
I think we've covered. Have we covered?
I believe we've covered everything that we
Covered.
need to today.
For a podcast news update, though, we got a couple big things coming. New partnership, interview with our new coach. We got probably more cricket content this
Yeah, we got
year more than
senior.
ever.
I believe tomorrow marks 1 month out from the seniors starting, and I believe our under-17 side, which the boys have done a bit of recruiting this year, haven't we?
We've done pretty well in the
We've
17s.
done well in the 17s. Like, we have a few new faces that will,
A few Grovey boys.
few Grovey boys, and
Yeah, so stay tuned. We'll probably be posting a lot more cricket content,
we'll be doing
Bit
match
of funny,
day vlogs in the 17s when they come to it. Like today, we got a new under-17s coach as well.
new 17s coach. I mean, yeah, we'll start posting. I've made a YouTube where we'll just post old random cricket content. I'll flash it
funny
up on
stuff.
screen. Yeah, funny stuff.
Probably a few videos of me this year coming up, getting bowled for a dark.
Keep watching the TikTok though. The TikTok will have most of our content. Going back on the IG, get that going again.
But yeah, I believe that's all. So
Thanks
thanks
you,
for
everyone.
tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.